I think it's a great example of what kids can do. The expectation level of high school kids is pretty low. And considering that they created, produced, and raised the money for this, and they didn't raise money via candy sales or car washes. They learned how to write sponsorship proposals, and then they actually produced the trip. And that was, 21 people, 71 days riding bicycles without a missed deadline, without a misplaced dollar. And there are not a lot of, I don't know of any professional production companies that could have done that for the budget that they did. And I think the class was initiated on the behest of John Stanford, who wanted to teach kids transitional skills that they could use outside of high school, whether they went to college or not. And he basically wanted to teach them about, opportunities to raise money other than candy sales and car washes. And the fact that these kids were able to do this and in the process identified over 600 cities and towns in the western U.S. and Canada where these black players played, that, and old baseball cards of them, stuff that nobody thought existed. And so just the research level of what they accomplished alone was, I think, certainly on the level of graduate level college. And they were doing it on the phone. This is before Google. They had to get on the phone, and one of the kids that's going to be there tomorrow will tell you stories about how they had to dig into the walls to connect to the phone lines, and how the servers would crap out for 3 or 4 days at a time. And they created a website for the project. Every day it was updated so people could follow what they were doing. I think it makes you feel good. And the fact that, these were not honor roll kids that did it. It was just a bunch of regular kids that, like Bob said, they had a lot of challenges, and they met them. And so I think, if anything, you watch this thing, and part of it is kind of amazing, especially when you see the setting of the classroom, and you just sort of think, you put it all in context with the research that they did. Just the fact that they were able to bring Buck up here. And there's a lot of footage of Buck, which is the other reason to watch it.